Okay, here we go. Focus. Speed. I am speed. 1 winner. 42 losers. I eat losers for breakfast. Breakfast? Maybe I should have had breakfast. A little brekkie could be good for me. No, stay focused. Speed. I'm faster than fast, quicker than quick. I am lightning.
Hey, London, you ready?
Oh, yeah. Lightning's ready.
All right, everybody. My hand is up. The hand is up. This was my bad. I apologize. Technical difficulties, but we got it figured out. Anywho, we're here with the first heat race. I don't know why that sounded wrong. But yeah, here we are. Let's have a great start to the season here. It wouldn't be a Gem City Broadcasting broadcast without a little hiccup here or there, and here and there. So here we are. We here. You know, we're toying with the new overlays that I've got here, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know what the hell I'm looking at. It is going to be a lot of fun. I'm trying to figure out why the thingamabobs are showing up on my screen. There it is. We figured it out. Okay. Man. Yeah. Yeah, we're really thrilled to be back. We're excited, so excited that I didn't remember to turn on the chat. So I mean, you know, it'd be like that sometimes. See, it even says New Hampshire. We're not in New Hampshire no more. Yeah, and these heat races are good, good previews of what's to come here in the coming feature. It's also nice just to get a little taste of these new guys that we might not really know anything about, which is all of them for tonight's sake. I'm really excited to see how this goes, though. We've got a nice little gunner up here, and Brandon Torres keeping Robert Warrens at bay. Ben Ryan sitting in fourth, not the pole position like we're used to seeing from him. Oh my gosh, Benny Two Names commits Mordor. No, I remember a little birdie telling you to not take it easy on these all right, here's a name that I know you said earlier, but I already forget how to pronounce it. Mr. Richard Lakawa. I apologize. We've got Brandon Smith, West Pauley. I feel like that needed the little bit of zest to it. Tyler Barnes, Mike Fudge, Casey Wynn, Robert Taylor, and one Johnny Hurst. I'm very excited to see how this pans out. The two bright green cars are throwing me for a slight loop. I have to really focus on which one I'm looking at, otherwise I'm gonna start yelling names that I don't know if they're correct. Oh, 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 oh. Um. I heard wheels screeching. Oh no. Oh, we're figuring out how this works again. Ooh, the O2. The O2 ended up getting spun by the 86, I believe. Yes? Is that correct? Damn, I'm good at this. Yeah, I was only 3 business days too late. I need a 3rd or 4th, potentially 5th monitor for all the shit that I've got to look at for this. And the worst part about all of it, I set this up and I still don't know what I'm looking at. Yeah, well, happy for you, bud. Wish that could be me. Oh, bless me. Oh, man. Oh, fudge. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. As soon as the words left my mouth, I was like, oh, cringe. Oh my gosh, I might be onto something. I'm onto something. Okay. I now have the chat pulled up to where I can actually see it and read it. Hello everyone. I'm sorry it took me 12 years to get here, but we're here. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, baby. Yes, I believe that sounds correct, yes. Don't you dare count out the 3 of Tyler Barnes up there trying to make the push on the outside. What a great heat race. You do have to commend Tyler for just double checking that that outside wall was still there before the feature of tonight's event. We do. Thank you. As we get ready to do a good old grid here, the starting grid for tonight's feature is Braden Carter with Robert Warnes on the outside, Richard Lacala. Yep, Richard. Riley Frost. 5th is Brandon Torres with Casey Wynn on the outside, Jesse Cottrell and Eric Copperthorne in 8th. Robert Taylor and Anthony Prop, followed by Brandon Lashbrook and Brian Lashbrook and Tyler Barnes. Oh no, this is like weird. Why is it doing this? Okay. Drew Holleran with Ben Ryan on the outside of him. Brandon Smith with Troy Campbell on the outside. Brandon Biggs with Johnny Hurst. Cody Troyer with Gary Mailman Miller. West Pauley with Nicholas Don Francesco. Dominic Mike Fudge bringing up 24th, and that is your starting grid. Robert Warnes on the outside, taking the lead early from Braden Carter. This is some good short track racing with a pretty big field. We did. I see a yellow flag on the what happened here? Yeah, I'm not really sure what happened here. I don't see anything. Uh-oh. Yep, so that's pretty self-explanatory one, I would say. So there are so many cars on my screen, and since I only have 2 monitors, I can't fit everything on my screen at once, so I have to scroll and figure it out. Robert Warnes up front in this feature early on, but also where you would expect Robert Warnes to be. He's no stranger to being up front near the at least near the front here in Renegade. let's see. We've got some. We'll catch up with Tyler Barnes back here in 10th place, and he's not doing too bad this early on here. Eric Hopthorne back behind him a little bit. Benny Two Names behind Eric. Gary Miller. Oh, green flag racing. You know, I do believe that we are at our best chance to get a good old certified moment here. Dakota, you are still muted if you are talking. Well, okay, well, as we've stated time and time again tonight. Oh my gosh. Was that a murder back there? There was a murder back there. Oh, there was a murder back there. Oh man. That was, oh, Ben Ryan Rolls. Okay, what I'm curious about, what started all of this? The 16 gets into the 33, which then gets the 3 underneath the 16 and lifts him up off of the ground. I mean, we've always, I don't know what's happening. Somebody made contact with somebody, because there was... That is a whole lot going on. Yeah. Yeah. Sarah, I tried the paints a couple times. Oh, it looks like we're starting to make them work here. Okay, okay. Look at that, we're getting paints now. I apologize. Rubber Warren's pulling out front. Doing his damnedest. Was there a paint that I was supposed to look at, Sarah? Let's just... I hope I fixed it. I did fix it. I definitely fixed it. We're just gonna start picking people out and just seeing what the action is here. Is Dakota? Oh my God, Dakota! Hold on.
You do me dirty?
I don't think so. Can you speak?
I can speak.
Okay, he can speak, ladies and gentlemen. That is my bad. I apologize.
The bourgeoisie's keeping me down.
Oh man.
They're never gonna know the hot fire I was spitting on the mic.
You know,
If by hot fire you mean just being as confused as humanly possible about some of the penalties that have been arousing so far, then that. For real, looks like these guys have settled into a bit of a groove here, with those opening laps now come and gone. Now we hopefully can get a good long run here.
yeah, these guys are seemingly comfortable with where they're at. I don't know if you noticed that, but the brakes on the O2 are glowing.
I'm sure that won't be at all confusing for those driving behind the O2.
All right, let's check in on Tyler Barnes back here. Tyler's sitting in 14th position. Not really where we're used to seeing him, but
yeah, he was one of those guys who got unfortunately wrapped up in that incident, as we'll call it, there in turn 2, and so he's definitely put him on the back foot here in this one. Didn't seem like he would have had much damage, but at the same time, it definitely put him well behind the pace in terms of the standings, and so we'll see what he can do over the course of the rest of this race, as we're already a fifth of the way into this one.
let's take a gander back here to flying Brian Lashbrook. Let's see how he's doing.
Brian looked like he's in a heated battle with the 38, trying to chase down the 122. As it seems like we're getting some pockets of some different groups here. We'll see who can come out on top in these little mini packs.
Ooh, Brian Lashbrook.
Ooh, Brian.
Washed up a little bit there and almost made contact with the 38, but saved it just before.
He is committing to that inside line as they'll settle back now into a more single file line here, but he's got his nose ready to pounce should either Richard 38 or the 122 put a foot wrong here.
Let's go. Let's go up here. Oh, there was a Mordor. Really not sure exactly what happened up here.
Yeah, he definitely did.
Oh my lord. Was that the 38 and the
It was indeed kind of very similar to what we've seen a couple of times tonight already. Just on corner exit, some of these guys just not getting the pace of expected out of the guy ahead and just getting into the back of him and sending him right around.
Man, the 38 hit the corner of that inside wall so hard he just lost his bumper there. That do be a little rough.
Some might say that's karmic justice, which we're making it worse for wear by also giving him a knee well. No, this is the risks you run at these short track races like this.
Man, almost spit my water everywhere.
Is this league set up for Lucky Dog?
I'm assuming so because it looked like someone just took it. Should we hop on board with old Robert Warnes here on this this restart?
I certainly couldn't imagine anything better.
This is why we pay you the big bucks. When lights on the pace car go off, we're gonna hop in board and then listen to that baby purr.
Oh, baby. These are the moments that I think can kind of make or break a race, especially as a leader. If you can get a good pull away, it'll set you up really nicely here for this next run. But as we've seen, it's all too possible. Guys get a little overzealous and you'll find yourself wrapped up in an incident. So we'll see if Robert can get it done.
And here we go on this restart. Just listen to this baby purr.
Certified.
Oh, is there certified?
There was. Who was it? Someone gave a little push to pass. I'm narking. The 86, Robert Taylor, giving the old push to pass there in that group, and that was dangerously close to another caution coming out. But good on these drivers to scoop that one up back here.
This camera's closed, like different at all.
Certified.
Is there another one?
Yeah, back here with Brian Lashbrook, Mike Fudge. These guys are going at it back here. Multiple 3-wide moments already here after this restart. These guys are absolutely pushing it to the limit here.
Can't wait for another one. Oh, we almost had another one.
These guys seemingly a little more aggressive than after that last restart. These guys know that track position here is king, especially when we're going to be making pit stops here soon, and so the more positions you can gain right now is only going to help you out down the road.
We're waiting on the certified 3-wide.
It looks like they're threatened up there. Good old Tyler Barnes, Robert Taylor, Wes Pauley, and Brandon Torres, all seemingly very similar paces here.
Oh, baby.
This is racing, baby.
Oh man, Gary's pushing people into walls. He don't give a damn.
Getting them elbows out, saying, "Get out of my way."
Wait, I can't tell if Dylan is trying to ask a legitimate question or if he's trying to be funny in the chat.
Could be both. You never know. Oh, we might have our moment, maybe. Ooh, no. Don Francesco in the 24 not getting the run out of corner 4 there to give us our certified moment, which we are oh so anticipating with bated breath.
I cannot wait for that moment that we can yell certified.
Certified. The 53 and the number 2 have been going side by side, I swear, for the last 3 laps in a row back here.
Oh my gosh, we almost had another one.
things are certainly heating up and down the grid here. As Robert Warnes and Braden Carter starting to separate themselves a little bit from this front pack, but definitely not too far out of striking distance from the Riley Frost and Casey Wentz. Some new names running up here in the top 3.
I want to bring up a name because we bring up this man's name for being on multiple different positions during the race, but then always ending up somewhere in the front. Eric Copperthorne is kind of comfortably sitting in 16th place right now, and it doesn't really look like he's worried all that much about trying to catch up just yet.
And we've seen that tactic, played out before, especially by him and others, that he knows that he's not going to win it at this point, as we are actually, crossing lap 50 here. This race is flying by, but no, we've seen him more than content to just sort of sit in the pack, not get too involved, not put himself at too much risk. And this definitely could be a race, as we've seen, where incidents are going to happen. And if you keep your nose clean, that could work out for him. But at the same time, a lot of these new faces have shown a lot of really good pace. And so we know he's going to have to pull something out here in the back half of this race if he's going to want to continue his string of really, really good finishes.
Meanwhile, you've got Robert Warnes up here holding off Braden Carter and Riley Frost.
No, absolutely. We have a top 3 all separated by less than half a second. I don't know if we could have asked much more of a season opener than this. 92 of Braden Carter is absolutely, he's basically pushing Robert Warnes through these corners.
Yeah, Robert is no slouch when it comes to short track racing, and he's really making that well known here.
No, he's put on basically a defensive masterclass so far. This one, just putting his car in the perfect spot, not let the 52 get around him. We'll see how long it can last, because running at the front can get to you at some point, especially as these tires start to age.
Let's go around and give the broadcaster curse to other
someone
people.
else. Let's take a look here. We have the 57 and the 8 battling back here as they exit 2, going side by side. A couple of new faces here to Thursday Night Thunder. Always exciting. Brandon Torres and Tyler Barnes here rounding out the top 10.
Oh man, we could be seeing it. We could be seeing it. Oh, I'm waiting.
These guys effectively going 2 by 2 here. All it's going to take is one run. Oh, we've been treated here as this.
19?
Because I was at the 42 getting into the wall there. Luckily, he's able to scoop that one up.
The 19 was getting a little loose there as well. Yes, as the Roughneck Racing YouTube up there, Mr. I believe that is Tim, stating that Warnes is doing Warnes things. The 16 gets loose, gets down into the grass, doing a little bit of landscaping.
We appreciate the drivers for taking some time out of their race to make sure that grass is kept nice and tight, well within regulations, but he's got a race to do. Luckily, he was able to get back on track nice and safely, but I'm sure he's going to be kicking himself for that one.
There's also plenty of race left to go, so we could see a comeback by the 16.
No, absolutely. We saw the 16 with some really good pace in that heat race, so.
Oh, we have a crash up. I say up back here. The Cody Troyer Question mark?
It's like we have another tangling between the 38 and the 122.
Oh man. Are we getting a little dicey here? It just looks like the 38 was trying to shut the door when the 122 just had his foot there in the door. Actually, hold on. Let's back up a little bit here, okay?
Two kind of gets off the wall.
Yeah, I think the 122 bounces off the wall there. Oh, you know, I'm not gonna tell you to listen to Tim, Mr. Roughneck Racing over here, but I mean, I wouldn't not listen to him. Okay, smash that like button, and give us some feedback. Please don't say get better, because we're trying. We're trying all we can. All right. Somebody mute her. Robert Warrens gave up the lead per usual, per maybe. Giving up the lead during that pit stop, but I think he's okay with this. He's okay with where he's going to be at this restart here.
I don't think the 122 seemed very excited about that result.
Uh-oh. Well, we can we can handle that later on.
Eric, they got Eric.
Say they got Eric?
No,
Oh.
they were saying delay the green, and that was me freak going.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. I thought you were saying that they got Eric. I was like, who the hell got Eric?
No, sorry. Sorry. I was saying thank God for Eric.
Oh,
I was,
okay.
I don't know if I have...
I don't even have that, so...
Yeah, I don't. Okay.
That's, well, that'll be a... We'll get with Tim, and Tim can help us set up keybinds.
Yeah.
Here we go. Green flag, Robert Taylor taking the lead, Brandon Smith and Braden Carter close behind. These are the days of our lives. You're welcome, Jeremy. Man, I really hate that I knew that. I really hate that I knew that. Oh.
Happens. A chaotic start here.
Oh, 42 got a little loosey-goosey there, if you will. Assuming the cold tires got the best of one Brandon Smith. Brandon Smith has fallen back since that little wobble.
Getting an insight here from the statistics desk. It does look like the 42 did not pit under that caution, so he's still running on some old tires. I think he pitted earlier under one of the previous cautions, and so he on those old tires with everyone else around him on some fresh rubber. I think that's probably making the difference here more than anything.
Man, it's almost like you knew what to look for, and I still don't.
All good. I have the standings over here. Shout out to non-sponsored in-race information program A for giving me that insight.
Oh my gosh, we could be creeping up on a certified moment here.
These guys are going to tease us all night long.
Oh, the 96 got a little crooked there. Don't know if that was with a little bit of help from Drew Holleran or not, but let's take a look. Oh, well, there's the yellow flag. I believe I don't know what happened. I know it happened around Eric Hoppenthorne. Oh, Eric Hoppenthorne just got loose as heck. Big
We have a
ol'
solo
rough.
here. Oh yeah, he gets into that outside wall and oh yeah, he drifts back up onto the track, and that'll be that one.
Oh, well, that's where that's gonna go. Oh, breaking news. The stats guy is telling Dylan that in order to gain a position, you must pass the driver ahead of you.
All right, another best. If you spin and cause caution, that's still an EOL, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Poor Copperthorne is right. Eric has been getting the short end of the stick.
Very, very rare mistake from Eric. I feel like we normally see him just run so smoothly over the course of these races that every once in a while you look down and go, oh, what a rare solo mistake by the 98.
Ashbrook back here is back on the lead lap, I do believe.
It does appear so. Not too shabby. I tell you what, this battle for the lead here is going to be really exciting. With Braden Carter, the 92, having taken the lead going into this caution. Robert Warrens now finds himself as the hunter rather than the hunted, and we'll see if he can make it work around the outside here on this restart.
I know anything about Robert. I know he's gonna drive that thing into the ground to try to get it back up there in that lead.
Absolutely. As the 05 actually gets a great jump on the 95, and he's looking like he's wanting to take that second position all for himself.
Casey Wynn trying to... I couldn't think of a good word that wasn't going to segue into some form of a joke, so I'm just going to leave that idea there.
We'll just let it hang out there.
Yeah, oh, well, yep, there's one of them, I think. Robert is... I feel like Robert might be biding his time a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, we're definitely moving into that portion of the race where you don't want to get too aggressive because things like that can happen. What do we got?
Oh, man. Stuff and things happened.
Looks like further down the pack. Looks like the 15 of Gary Miller.
Yep. The 15 of Gary Miller made contact with two separate cars there. Started a pileup. Initially spun Troy Campbell, and then came up onto the track afterwards and made contact with somebody else. I wasn't sure who that was.
It looks like it was the 42 of Brandon Smith.
Yep, that one would...
All right, just let me know when you're out.
That one was, no, I questioned if you were talking to me, and then I realized you absolutely were not. Man, I hate to be that guy, but the list of names that are here on the lead lap that we know is dwindling by the caution.
It certainly is. You know, it's a case of, I don't know what you would call that. You know, new season nerves, not being up to speed with what these guys have to offer, or what. But hey,
Well,
I'll never complain about some fresh blood getting in here and showing these guys what for.
Well, this fresh wave of talent is hungry, so.
No, they absolutely are. This has been a lot of fun. A lot of these guys have lived up to what I was kind of hoping for, you know. We make the joke all the time about Ben Ryan always being up there, but if tonight goes to show us anything, we are in for a very, very fun season if these guys stick around.
Bubba Warren's pushing for that second position. There's the 16, I believe, got a little sideways. Yep. Gonna be what that was.
Yep, exactly what. Yep, 69 of Brian Lashbrook. That's a rejoin of all time.
The 16?
Yeah, that one. So, yeah, Brian Lashbrook got into the two. Very similar to what we've seen in this race already. Just got a little mixed up.
Yep. Yep. I really need to get a third monitor. If anybody wants to donate a third monitor so I can see what the darn I'm doing over here, hit your boy up and I'll do my best. Robert Warren sitting here in third. He is certainly hungry and wanting to get the win in this one tonight. That would be a great start for him on the season. But also don't count out Tyler Barnes, who will be restarting behind him.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, Barnes has done a fantastic job of making his way back up through the field. And it'll be exciting to see what he can make happen from here.
Go getting ready for this restart here. We're going to be going into lap 92 of 125 here in New Smyrna.
Go racing once again.
Robert Warren's taking second place. The 05 of Casey Lynn didn't have a very good entrance into that corner.
That's going to happen on these restarts. You know, you try and be as careful as possible, not giving up too much ground. They collect that. Wow, okay. Not sure we caught it there in the background, but there was some minor contact that they were able to scoop up. That was impressive. These guys are leaving nothing behind at this point. About, what is it, about 30-ish laps remain here. These guys know it's now or never for some of these guys.
You gotta think that Robert's just biding his time at this point, right? Waiting for
You'd have to imagine, you know, at this point, especially at this point in the race, you know, you really just need to make sure that that move is going to be about as sure thing as you can get. And it's one of those things that you never want to put yourself at risk, because if you find your way to the back at this point, that's almost a death sentence unless something insane happens. So he's for sure is just picking his moment here, trying not to lose touch, keeping the number 05 of Casey Wynn behind, and he's going to be just ready to pounce, especially once we get closer and closer here to the white flag. But we're definitely at a point where he's biding his time for sure.
Drew Holloran was a newcomer last race, correct?
I believe so, yes. I believe he made his debut
at New Hampshire.
I believe so, yes.
Championship race. Okay, that's what I thought so. Okay.
It might have
Drew Holloran.
So, speak of the devil and he shall appear, as he's getting feisty for the 86 there. Luckily they were able to keep it pointed in the right direction.
Oh, there was a murder. I do believe that was an accidental murder, but oh, the 52 just got loose, I believe.
Let's take a look.
Here, let's
That might be a net code, but unfortunately.
Oh, I do believe it might be a net code.
If anything, he's kind of rubbing it up to that rear right of the 3. Yeah, I think honestly, I'm not sure there was contact. I think he might have just got a little loose.
Yeah, that's a tough break for the 52.
Yeah, that's one of those unfortunate ones where I'm sure it was that 3, the move by the 3 kind of coming back up into his line of sight. Might have just given him a little bit of a spook. I know it certainly would have given me one. It might have just given it a bootful of the wrong pedal and round you go.
Yeah, and on tires as hot as these are getting, that's just gonna cause catastrophic.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a tough one to take at this point, especially now as we're moving into almost a pseudo sprint race here with 23 to go. But I tell you what, this caution did give some of these guys the opportunity to pit should they want it. We'll see. It'd be interesting to see if those who opted to take this cheap pit stop here with some fresh rubber on some of these guys. I mean, you have Braden Carter up here in the 92 on 40 lap old tires at least. So this is going to be quite the finish. As we delay the green here.
Also, this might be a just question that I should know the answer to. Did all of the fans here at New Smyrna recently get cameras for restarts, or has that always been a thing?
I can honestly say I'm not sure. If it's new, well done iRacing team. If it's always been there, still, well done iRacing team.
I feel like that's a new thing. Robert Lawrence takes the lead, and there's a Mordor
There is a big one here on that backstretch.
Oh, man. Who was that? The 80?
It looks like the 86.
Yeah.
86 kind of swipes across the
To me, it looks like
16,
the
yeah.
86 was sending it certified.
Certified.
Oh, that's
But, yeah.
perfect time. We're doing it. Certified 3 wide. Oh, yeah, he got a little loosey-goosey there and just ended
Yeah, that
up.
was the 86 coming down onto the 16.
Yeah. So that's a tough break. Tough old break for the lads.
You know, there's been a lot of cautions in similar fashion, but as I'm making my race notes, we have not had a repeat offender at this point.
That's impressive.
I was gonna say, if you wanna take a silver lining here, we just had a long string of individual incidents.
Also, thank you for taking those notes. I have forgotten to do so.
All good. I wish I would have taken more detailed notes, but I at least have the number, the fact that they got an EOL and 4 contact.
You know what? That's all an RC can do.
It's stuff like that. You know, when we first started, I was like, I need to look a little notebook, a little RC notebook, just so I can jot things down. I'm currently just using my phone's messages to you, in fact, as my notepad currently.
Wow. You get a random text, I'm gonna be like, what the hell is he talking about?
Oh, you're getting this text when the race is over. Just you wait.
Green flag. Robert gets one.
Oh.
The jump here. And we've already got.
I watched that one happen live.
Okay, I just saw the jump, and then there was death. Where was the death?
That was the 0-2 on the 2. Might have had a little bit of number jealousy. There on that outside line, on basically coming out of 4. That it was just one of those cases of
Oh.
All right, let me.
Oh, yep, that was indeed a Mordor.
Yep. We do EOL first and then 1 lap hold on second.
Yes.
Right, that's on the 0-2. That's his second, so he'll get an EOL and then a 1 lap hold.
Good work, Dakota.
I'm doing my best.
It sounded good from our side. Let's hope these last 12 laps are green, and we have some good rough racing here.
Oh, hey.
I want to see somebody beat the doors off of somebody.
I tell you, the biggest winner out of that last incident was Robert Warrens, who must have just got a nose ahead there before that caution comes out and inherits himself a race lead as we get this thing underway again here soon.
Lights on, the pace car are off. And here we go. What a jump from Robert Warnes again.
Oh my God, he did it again. The 02 and the 2 got beef. I'm telling you.
Nine laps to go. Robert Warnes holding on to that lead here. The 05 of Casey Wynn and 92 of Braden Carter right behind him.
These guys are absolutely full send at this point. They got nothing to lose. Effectively is almost a heat race here to figure out the winner.
Oh man, caution is out. I see a car sideways and or backwards.
a little bit of column A, a
entrance of
little bit of
two.
column B.
We'll hop down here. That seems like a good spot. The number 8.
So the number 8 is who spun the 86, but watching it from the rear, the 86 sort of comes down into that bottom lane, kind of cutting across the 8 there. So I think that might have been a self-sabotage moment, unfortunately, for the 86.
Ooh. There was some heckin' back there in the back. I don't know where that was exactly, but it was back there. You get an EOL if you cause a wreck coming to the line for the win. If it's the second wreck a driver causes, but there's no caution for the win. No.
What was the question?
Do you get an EOL if you cause a wreck coming to the line for the win? If it's the second wreck a driver causes, but there's no caution for the win. So that would just be, I'm assuming that would be like under white flag?
It would be technically under white. So in the moment, no. Depending on the severity, you could submit an incident ticket and it could be reviewed after the fact.
It would probably be reviewed by the admin team.
Right, which I'm not sure if that would then correlate into points loss, penalty for the next race. I'm not sure how that whole system works, but in the moment, I think it would stand pending review.
We are coming up to the green flag here. Robert Warnes looking to take the lead again and close this one out with 3 laps to go once we go green. Robert Warnes gets a hell of a jump again, jumps up to that outside line.
Absolutely. This is the moment where starting on the front there and getting the priority to go is going to be all the difference in this one, as he gets a nice healthy gap on his way. So it's looking, unless things change, an opening night win on an exciting first round here, season 3 in Renegade.
Yep, 95 of Robert Warnes out here, ready to catch that dub. White flag is out. Whatever happens, happens.
We are green to the end here. Let's get ready for a very...
There were cars upside down. Robert Warnes comes away with the win. The 05 of Casey Wynn gets second place, and the 33 of Drew Holleran gets third. That was insane.
That was one of the races of all time to start this season. That is a win Robert Warnes can definitely say he earned. Casey Wynn was right there the whole way. Just unfortunate that those cautions come out when they do. And Drew Holleran, following up a season debut at the end of season 2, gets himself a podium here to start season 3, in which I'm sure is lining up to be a very spicy season starting next week.
Yeah, I think we are definitely in for an interesting season here. I'm excited to see how it goes. But yeah, there's a whole lot that just happened.
There is a lot that just happened. I'm excited to hear from these top 3 and get their take on this race, because for the most part they managed to keep their nose pretty clean throughout this whole thing. And so if anyone's going to have some potential grievances, it's going to be these guys continuing to have their positions threatened by these cautions. But a well-earned podium for the 3 of these guys.
Yep, we've only just begun here, and once we get to a situation where we can actually talk to somebody, we will do so. Let's see. All right. Would you like to do the honors of pulling Mr. Drew Holleran down to us?
Sure can. Here we go. Drew Holleran. This is Dakota and Ryan in the booth. You there?
I am.
Welcome in. A very dramatic opening night race here to start the season. When you come out and start the season off the right way, earning yourself a nice little P3. How does it feel out there?
It felt good. There were definitely a lot of cautions, but I think I made the right call to prioritize track position over comfortability with staying out with Robert and a couple of those other guys. So, but it was fun. It was just a lot of cautions, but when it was green, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it go ahead, Ryan.
There were a lot of cautions, but this was what, double the car count that we're typically seeing here at Renegade. So I think it was a learning curve for everyone. Smaller track with a larger field. That's something that you don't just pick up and immediately avoid every caution.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So fair enough. If you can correct our memory, what we were talking about, you made your debut here in Renegade towards the end of last season. What kind of things are you expecting going into this season, especially starting off here? You did, earning yourself a P3 to start the season.
I'm hoping to contend for a win. There's a lot of good drivers in here. I'm surrounded by 5Ks, 3.7Ks, 4Ks, you name it, it's probably in here. So I have my work cut out for me to catch those guys, but I feel like I was running good enough with them. My tire fall off was probably just a little bit faster than them, so definitely need to work on that. But I think I'll have a shot at contending for the championship for sure. But first things first is just getting win number 1, right? And then you kind of go from there. So there's a lot of racing left, so we'll see what I have for him.
No, absolutely, absolutely. You're definitely starting off right there, and I mean, I think I can speak for everybody when it said some of these new names definitely showed a lot of pace as well. So this is definitely shaping up for a very fun championship bid.
Absolutely, yeah.
Well, Drew, congrats on your 3rd place finish here at the season opener for Renegade. Do you have any words you would like to share with anybody out there?
Yeah, thank you to everybody who was watching and pulling for me, and Bass Pro, everybody on the car. It was fun to come out here and get some good laps in and get some green flag racing in and make it to 3rd place again. So now it's 2 3rd places in a row, 33, 3-3. So there you go. Hopefully next time it's number 1.
There you go. It's all lining up. All signs are pointing towards it.
If that's the case, then I'll take it.
Hey, absolutely. Well, Drew, congratulations once again. Appreciate it. And we will hopefully speak to you again very soon.
I hope so too. Thank you. Have a good night.
All right, let's go ahead. Let's pull in our 2nd place finisher here, Casey Wynn. Casey, how you doing? We got Dakota and Ryan in the booth. You got us?
Yep, we got you.
Heck of a race out there. Definitely one filled with plenty of drama and action. It seems like you were able to keep your nose pretty clean out there, battling it out there with Robert Warnes there. Take us through that one.
Yeah, I knew pretty early on, as long as I kept my nose clean, we were able to keep pace with the top like 5 or 6 guys. And I knew if I just could not do anything too crazy, and even just if I had to ride the outside and lose a spot, it was probably going to work out for me better in the end. But then, it kind of set us up there, racing my teammate Braden there towards the end. I mean, it's definitely unfortunate what happened to him in the last corner, but we were racing hard, and Robert, we were kind of just learning how he races. We're all new to this series, and we just had a good time and but try to do our best effort.
How
No.
was it for you in your debut here? How did you prepare for something like this?
Well, these cars I really don't have a lot of experience in. I'm more of a street stock or a late model stock type of guy. I mean, obviously with these things, you have a lot more power. You got to take care of your rear tires and your right front tire. Whereas some of them lower series, you more just got to worry about the right front. So I kind of just, was practicing and just trying to run smooth laps, not put too much wheel input in, not put too much throttle off the corner. So that kind of really helped me prepare for the race. And then during the race, it was kind of just the same execution, not blow the rear tires off of it and not be too much on the wheel where the right front's getting cooked up.
No, absolutely. It's definitely these, especially these short track races. And we had talked about it during the broadcast, but especially with so many new names, you included, I think we were treated to a lot of the potential that this group could have, especially with fields this large. You're going to have these sort of crazy races, but at the same time, you have the potential for some really fun ones as well. So anything particular you're looking forward to on the schedule this season?
Yeah, I'm looking forward probably to Lanier. That's probably my favorite track just because it's probably the smallest one we're going to. But other than that, I mean, any type of bull ring track, I think I'll be just fine at.
Yeah, I'm excited for this season. It's a good group of guys. It's a great schedule, and I'm really looking forward to the show that all you guys can put on for us here.
Yeah, it definitely was an exciting race. Definitely a lot of talent in this league, and you could clearly see that right off the bat. And there's a lot of respect too. Not a lot of people were running each other over. I mean, you're gonna have that in some cases, and most of the time it's just accidental. But overall, I mean, it was a pretty good race. And first race of the season, it won't be like that by the end of the season. So it's all good.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. I, for one, can definitely say I'm really excited to see what this is going to look like in 2, 3, 4, 5 races down the line when, especially when you're getting used to racing with a new group of guys. Once you start to learn the ins and the outs of who is all out there, I know this is just going to be some of the most fun we've ever seen. But Casey, congratulations on your P2. Fantastic start to the season. Hopefully, we'll be speaking to you again. Is there anyone out there you'd like to shout out here on your P2 finish?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Braden mainly. Him and I were kind of looking for something like this, a great group of guys to kind of get in here and run with. CSC Motorsports, myself, Wins Race Designs, and everybody in Discord that are back of my server that just kind of helps and supports and just have a good time with. And you guys for the broadcast, and Tyler for helping set all this up.
No, absolutely. Well, Casey, congratulations once again. Hopefully, we'll be speaking to you very soon. You have a good one.
Yep, y'all have a good night. God bless.
That leaves only one man remaining to speak to here in this one. It's the man of the hour. Let's go ahead. Let's pull in our race winner tonight, Robert Warnes. Robert, welcome in. It's Ryan and Dakota in the booth. We got you.
Hey.
One heck of a race to start this season. Obviously, I'm sure you're plenty happy to come away with a win in this one. Why don't you take us through that one?
Yeah, I think track position was kind of critical. There was, a lot of tight battling up there. So the strategy was just to stay up front and not get back in the back. And that's what we did. We pitted around lap 64, and then we had some good battles up front with the restarts and some clean racing with the 05 and the 92. So it was fun running around those guys. And unfortunately, the 92 got sent to the heavens on the last lap, but boys did a good job with my tricked out transmission that just gapple beat them on the restarts.
Yeah, you kind of seemed to look like you knew what you were doing on the restarts there. I think had maybe one or two restarts where you didn't completely put 3 or 4 football fields between you and the guy behind you.
Yeah, restarts are probably one of the most important things on a short track, and I spent a lot of time short track racing, and we primarily run big cars now, so I'm just shaking the dust off the wheel. And I think the first run there, I cooked my tires a little bit, so that 92 machine was running me down, and I was trying to pinch them off the best I could, but I'm happy that caution came out when it did, and then they beat me out of the pits. And then the rest was murder she wrote. We got the checkered flag, so I'm happy about that.
Oh, absolutely. In races like this, especially when you have those cautions and you get some irregular running, what's your mindset when you go through something like that? Because I feel like it's really hard to kind of stay focused sometimes, especially on these short track races, which kind of demand a lot of precision. Take us through what you kind of go through mentally to stay in the zone here.
Yeah, so I find in a longer run, you really have to kind of mark out, your spots on the track to hit that rhythm, and that's super important. For me, restarts, I'm not really a fan of them because if you do open up a gap on somebody, then that gives them a chance to, capitalize on the mistake for you. But when we pitted, I think it was lap 64, and I got the lead back around lap 90. I knew restarts were going to be in my favor, so mentally I was more happy that they were coming out. Although I had like about a 5/10 lead with was about 10 or 15 laps to go, and another caution came out. So I was kind of hoping we'd finish up there, but I mean, it's kind of like just where you are on the track as far as where my mental state is, and I don't know how everyone else prepares, but I'm drinking non-alcoholic beer, and that keeps me sober.
Totally fair. Totally fair.
Well, Robert, congrats on your win here at the opener for Renegade. Do you have any words for anybody out there that you would like to put out there?
Yeah, shout out to you cuties up in the booth. I'll be going back and looking over this broadcast later, and giving you some hard critiques on how awesome it was. Shout out to Barnes and Ryan for putting on the league here at Renegade. I enjoy the super late model. It's been a while since I've run in it. Shout out to my friends at Outlier Speed Co. If you need some secret sauce and open setup racing, we're pretty renowned in the NASCAR stuff, so trucks, Xfinity, or O'Reilly and Cup. And shout out to me for doing a hell of a job.
Hey, if you can't be your number one fan, I don't know who can be.
Yeah, ain't that the truth?
Well, Robert, congratulations. I'm sure we'll be speaking to you again.
Yeah, happy Taco Tuesday.
All right, Robert, you have a good one.
Yeah, later, gents.
Well, Ryan, what a way to start the season, both for us, for the league. Everybody has had a night.
We did. And you know what? I'm going to take a page out of your book. Let's run it back.
Hey, I say let's just do it again. Why not?
Why?
Who's going to say no?
Not.
Who says?
I can't answer that because I don't know.
Hey, I'll make you a deal. Same time next week, we'll do it again. We'll make it happen.
You know what? I think I'm in for that.
Think we can make that one? I think we got a little bit of pull. I think we can do it.
Well, I mean, we kind of run the damn show, so we can do whatever we want.
It's kind of true. I got a great idea. How about this? How does 125 laps of Lanier Speedway sound?
You know what? I'm in.
All right, we'll get some people on the horn. We'll make it happen, and I'm sure we'll be back better than ever.
I sure hope so because damn. Today, the stream was off to a rough start, but next week we'll be better. We'll be better.
We will indeed. You want to sign us out here? Or you got anything else?
I can do that. I hope everyone here has a great weekend. Stay safe, and next week we'll be back with more Renegade Racing at Lanier, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Okay, here we go. Focus. Speed. I am speed. 1 winner. 42 losers. I eat losers for breakfast. Breakfast? Maybe I should have had breakfast. A little brekkie could be good for me. No, stay focused. Speed. I'm faster than fast, quicker than quick. I am lightning.
Hey, Langdon, you ready?
Oh, yeah. Lightning's ready.